Her leg blown off by a landmine in the war. Rebels booby-trapped Margaret's vegetable garden. She says she didn't know what hit her until she woke up an amputee. Now she has to fend for herself, nobody to provide crutches or a wheelchair, and shunned by her community.
I used to look after myself. Now I have to beg for help from other people, but often they refuse. Makes me feel like a useless human being.
Like many, during the conflict, Margaret lived in a camp for displaced people. When the fighting stopped, she was moved to this resettlement camp near her village of origin. But unlike others, she's physically not able to go and start farming her land. Margaret is one of thousands of women living with disabilities in northern Uganda. She's still stuck in this camp left over from the war. It's remote and there's no support. It's the women themselves having to support each other. Caroline Adong, a polio victim, set up a union for disabled women in northern Uganda. She assisted the research for the Human Rights Watch report and says it only confirms what she already knew. Stigmatized and physically weak, women with disabilities are often abandoned by their husbands and frequently are victims of rape and sexual abuse.
You find majority of women with disability are having many children with different fathers. You rarely find a woman with disability with like 5 children and the same father.
Shanta Rao Bariga wrote the Human Rights Watch report. She says in spite of their large numbers, women with disabilities have been completely ignored in the post-conflict reconstruction process.
Women with disabilities have had limited access to health care, they've had limited access to other basic government services, and they make up a significant part of the population.
For Margaret and many like her, the struggle continues. She's got 2 small children to care for, but with nobody to care for her, the future remains bleak. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Northern Uganda.